It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Stafford now to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Well, here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. First carry for James Conner. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. This defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Greg Dortch back deep. Well, the Cardinals bring pressure, and they get home. It's blocked. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. So the very a kick. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. On the move to his left. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This is our last chance.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down with Akers. Ooh, the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Stafford. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the kick.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Murray with a third and long. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They give up the middle to Akers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 5 now. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now it's Stafford. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Cardinals at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. And they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Kyler Murray and the Cardinals going to head back out. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Troy Hill picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring.
Touchdown! Van Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused difference in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing now is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Carry here for the big tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Prater for the extra point. Leads down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
First down, Murray. Ertz has it left side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It certainly proved he's still got some juice left after midseason trade to Arizona. Immediately came in and produced with over 500 yards in 11 games, and he's being counted on as a key piece for the Cards moving forward, and he gets him a 1st down there.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here's Powell on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's got a man, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another big play as he'll get 28 out of that one.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On the counter, it's Connor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Connor, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point, good Billy Carter. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Allen Robinson of the Rams with the football once again.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results downfield.
Yeah, and still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
He'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Connor.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now a draw play. This is Connor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
So that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have regained the lead. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, well, take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Take it in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we play through. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The Rams on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Riley Dixon now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier.
On the return, Dortch. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run behind center with Connor, and he'll work down inside the 45.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Murray giving to Connor on the draw.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
the shotgun. They'll run with Connor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Connor is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining, they can't relax just yet.
Prater for the extra point. And these guys are taking 10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 10. A minute 55 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Stafford finding Jefferson there, first down LA. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the draw, Connor. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray to throw. To the goal line, but It's incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Pass complete to Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To the air again, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we